Yes guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode number 25 of EAFC 26 Career Mode here with Werder Bremen. Quarter of a century of episodes. Once again, thank you all for the support up to this point. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you have followed the journey or if you are new around here. But to start off this episode, we are looking at youth and we do sign a new academy player to the first team squad, Christopher Urban, 63 rated left wing. We mentioned in the last episode when we were looking at the scouts, we wanted a up and coming left winger. We're still scouting for them. We're still looking to bring possibly one in to challenge Bangula down that left hand side. We thought to ourselves, what's the point of spending so much money when we have some ready-made young talent in the youth academy, and hopefully Christopher Urban is just that. So he is signed to the first team. He isn't obviously going to play too many games for us. He does make an appearance in this episode, so wait and see that one, but he won't get games game in, game out, but he's a good young player and hopefully he can grow with the team. But unfortunately he hasn't made the matchday squad for the first one, and it is at home and it is a big game against Dortmund. Obviously we have a big 4-1 defeat to Bayern Munich in the last episode, and the team that are challenging Bayern Munich at the top of the league are this side, the Borussia Dortmund side. So we knew this one was going to be difficult, obviously at home once again, but with the players they've got and the form they're in, we knew this one was going to be a difficult one. But it was actually ourselves who started off better of a side, a good couple of opportunities to start with. Then another one here, Bangula down this left hand side, plays it across the box to Schmidt. Schmidt gets a fake shot and gets the shot away, but unfortunately Gregor Kobel, it was straight down his throat and it was an easy save for the goalkeeper to make. And then Dortmund started to come in. Julian Brandt with a good turn and a good shot, but unfortunately for him it did just go wide of the post. And then it was Dortmund once again, just 5 minutes before half time. It's Guirassy who picks the ball up here, plays it into Adeyemi, plays into Brandt, looks like he's through on goal, but fortunately just puts it wide of the post. And then just a couple of minutes later Dortmund did manage to make the breakthrough. Nemecha into Guirassy, good turn from Guirassy and a good finish with that left foot of his, down low and past Kohlhein in our goal. Guirassy has been a thorn in our side whenever we have played Dortmund, and once again he has scored against us. But fortunately for us, it didn't take us too long to get back into the game just before half time, and it is our man in form, Shuto Machino, who squeezes that one under Gregor Kobel and gets us back to that equaliser just in added time, just before the half time break. And we do go into the half time break at 1-1, but Dortmund came straight out of the blocks from half time. It's Brandt once again who gets good opportunities. He's had quite a few in this game, but once again Kohlheim with a good hand out and pushes it behind for a corner kick. And then just a couple minutes later, a separate corner, play it short. Lewis Skelly, the new Dortmund left back, plays the ball in, falls into Spitzer. We managed to clear it in the first place, falls back to Brandt, and then eventually the shot comes in from Schlotterbeck, but fortunately for us Kohlheim was there once again to make the save. Then it was our turn. Good ball over Bangula to Machino. Machino tries to find Terran Moffi, but unfortunately couldn't quite get to the ball before the defender. It does get recycled. It falls out to Starger. Good shot from Jens Starger, but once again Gregor Kobel showing strong hands and pushes that one out behind for a corner kick to deny the captain for the day, Jens Starger. The ball from the corner comes in from Bangula. Unfortunately for us, couldn't quite get the header on target. Once again it gets recycled. Alvaro gets the ball, plays it into Starger, plays it out wide to Bangula, back to Starger. Starger plays a really good ball into Machino, uses strength, good touch on his chest, gets a turn and a really good finish from Shuto Machino to get his and Werder Bremen's second goal of this game. A really good finish from Machino. We mentioned in the last episode he hasn't been performing as well as we have seen him throughout the season, but he looks to be back in some sort of form. 2 goals in this game, 19 for the season, and really happy for Shuto Machino to be back on the score sheet here, and hopefully we can potentially get his hat-trick in this game as well. And there's a chance here, Moffi into Machino for his hat-trick, but well closed down by Gregor Kobel to keep that one out. And then just 20 minutes before the end, Dortmund obviously pushing to try and get an equaliser here. The ball falls to Jan Couto, plays into Guirassy, back to Jan Couto, but once again it was a fairly weak shot and a good save down low from Kohlheim to keep it out behind for a corner kick. And once again it's Adeyemi looking to swing that ball in with his left foot towards Guirassy. Guirassy wins the initial header, it falls out back to Adeyemi on that right hand side, looks to cut in, plays it into Silva. Silva gets the shot away, but once again good reactions from Kohlheim and no further danger. And then just a couple minutes later Dortmund still continue to attack. It falls to Brandt, falls to Spitzer, falls to Fabio Silva once again, but once again Kohlheim looking to keep that win and the 3 points coming to Bremen and makes a save before we make a triple substitution just to bring some fresh legs on and hopefully see out this game with this 2-1 lead we have got. But once again it was Dortmund attacking. 10 minutes left of the game now, into Guirassy, but Kohlheim this time, Guirassy couldn't score against us, and a good little block from Kohlheim once again to keep that one out. And then a final change for us, Terem Moffi coming off and Silam Musa coming on, as he always does in that striker position, looking to just use his height and his strength to hold up the ball up the top. And then we did have a chance on the break, Borussia Dortmund obviously pushing, Kovic plays it all the way across to Bangula, Bangula's got space, could have played it across, but he's in a confident form, and he whips that one in with his right foot to put this game beyond doubt, put it to bed, and a 3-1 victory for us at home to Dortmund, his 9th of the season, and obviously the fans and the players absolutely buzzing with that one. Like I said, obviously we have that big loss against Bayern Munich, and Dortmund are the team challenging. We knew it was going to be a difficult game. We were expecting a possible scoreline like we did against Bayern, but fortunately for us, the boys came back and performed really well, really strong in there, both defensively and offensively, and a really good 3-1 victory to get all 3 points and keep them in Bremen and push us further towards those European places. Some disappointed Borussia Dortmund players out there, as you would expect, but some really, really buzzing Werder Bremen players, and like I say, hopefully we can continue that form into the next couple of games. We did get some messages after the game, Pieper saying thanks for putting us back in the lineup, he hasn't played, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But then Jens Starger saying obviously grateful, kept him in mind even when he was out injured. I mean, he was only out for 5 days. And then the final message, as we expected, was from that youngster Christopher Urban, just saying how grateful he is to be promoted to the first team squad, and he's desperate to impress and show what he can do. So hopefully we will see that in the coming months and games. But then we got an opportunity, one that all Bundesliga managers probably dream of, and it is for the Germany men's national team. It was a tempting one, I'm not going to lie, but as I said before, we're not at a point, we want to obviously achieve things in club football, so we did reject that offer from the Germany national team, and then straight away, we had no time to even think about it. We did go into the second game of the episode, this time away from home, and it is against one of the teams in the lower regions of the league, and it is against Fortuna Düsseldorf at the Düsseldorf Arena. And we did make some changes, you might have seen there. Diego Leon coming in left back for Tom Roth, just because we knew that Düsseldorf have some good wingers, and they proved it in this game. And Diego Leon just has that little extra bit of pace to hopefully keep up with the wingers and obviously see what he can do from a defensive standpoint. But after that victory against Dortmund, we knew we definitely had a chance. It was one of those games where we do seem to do well against the big teams, barring that Bayern Munich result, and do poorly against the lower league teams. But hopefully we take the momentum from that Dortmund game, should I say, and beat this Düsseldorf team. And it was our first chance of a game for Jens Starger, but unfortunately it was straight down the keeper's throat. And then Düsseldorf started to come. Just 10 minutes in, a really good turn inside from Altamira, a good curling shot, but fortunately Kohlheim stretched out a right arm and push it on behind for no further danger. And then just 5 minutes later, Terem Moffi through on goal, just one defender between him and the goal. He saw the run from Shuto Machino, gets the shot away, but unfortunately took it a little bit too wide. Goalkeeper closed the angle down, and a good save from the Düsseldorf goalkeeper. But it was us who started really to come into this game. We did manage to take the lead. Really good ball in from Sam and Bangula on that left hand side, and a really good diving header from Shuto Machino to reach 20 goals this season in just 29 games. And he does look like he has reached back to his top form, and he does manage to get another goal for us. Hopefully plenty more to come in the remaining games this season, and a chance for him here. Good opportunity, but unfortunately good pressure from the defender, and the shot did just hit the post and stay out for nothing further than that. And then Machino once again gets another good chance on his left foot, takes the opportunity from a difficult angle on that one on his weaker foot, but once again a strong save from the goalkeeper to keep that one out. The ball comes in from a resulting corner from Bangula, eventually finds way out to Friedel, plays it back out to Bangula on that left hand side, gets another cross in. It's Starger with a decent header, but once again good reactions from the goalkeeper to push that one behind and take us into half time with that 1-0 lead. But Düsseldorf came up better of the two teams. A good chance just 5 minutes into the second half from the former Man City, Leicester and Celtic attacker Kelechi Iheanacho, but once again Kohlheim was there with a good save. Then from resulting corner, the former Manchester United defender Aidan Heaven gets the header, but Kohlheim manages to react, gets down low and pushes it behind for another corner. The ball comes in, it's Aidan Heaven once again looking to get the header, couldn't quite get that one, and then it does eventually fall out. Terem Moffi using his pace, he's got acres of space in front of him, he's got defenders tracking him down, but we knew of his pace, he could definitely beat the defenders. It's on his weaker right foot, and it looks to cut into that left foot, unselfishly plays it into Bangula, gets the shot away, but unfortunately couldn't quite get it on target, rattles the outside of the post and does go behind for a goal kick. And then just a couple minutes later it was Düsseldorf once again with another opportunity. Affo this time with a good shot, but once again a good outstretched hand from Kohlheim and keeps that one out of danger. danger. And then just 15 minutes towards the end here, another long ball out to that left-hand side to Bangula, gets a really good cross in. Machino, not the greatest header ever, but decent direction on it, and it had to be saved by the goalkeeper, and the score stayed at 1-0. And then just 10 minutes before the end, Schmidt on this right-hand side plays the ball in. It's Teremoffi, good header, and does put this game to bed. 2-0 up against this Dusseldorf side, away from home. A goal for Teremoffi on top of that goal from Shuto Machino, and this game should be, with beyond doubt, with just 10 minutes left, we do end up winning the game at 2-0. And just looking at the league table, we've only got 5 games left this season, still in 6th place, but 51 points. Wolfsburg in the Europa League place with 51 as well, and Leipzig in that final Champions League place just 2 points above us. So it is going to be a really tight end to this season. And we obviously needed to make sure we continued our winning ways, and that was going to come against Augsburg. Again, a couple of changes coming in here. Aiden coming in that centre-back position for the captain Friedel. We have got Musa starting up top with Teremoffi on that right-hand side. So a few changes in here. We have also got Radek Vitek making another appearance for us, his second appearance since joining us from Manchester United. But we knew we should, on paper at least, at home, beat this Augsburg side. But we know games are not won on paper, but it was ourselves who started better of the two teams. Musa gets the first opportunity into Machino, and a good shot from him, but a good save from a goalkeeper just 15 minutes in to push it on behind for a corner. Then as always, it's Bangula, the man in form, to take the corner, plays it short this time into Aiden, the centre back, plays it back to Bangula, gets the pass over to Moffi, a first time shot from Teremoffi, but a little bit wild and a little bit high, and unfortunately couldn't give us that 1-0 lead. And then just 10 minutes later, it was Augsburg who got a chance, a good shot there on return, but Radek Vitek once again with a good save to keep the scores at 0-0. And then just 10 minutes or 15 minutes before half time, they do get an opportunity. It's Wehi who gets the pass away to the attacker, but unfortunately the left back Tom Roth did dive in, did manage to catch Wehi, and did give away the penalty. Picks himself up a yellow card for his troubles as well. You just see here the pass comes off, but unfortunately Roth couldn't sort of stop his challenge and did clatter into the attacker, and it's Wehi who gets a chance to give Augsburg a 1-0 lead, and he makes no mistake from spot, sending the keeper the wrong way, putting it into that bottom right hand corner. And with just 5 games left this season, where we need to obviously try and win all of them to be in with a chance to challenge Wolfsburg and Leipzig for those final European places, this wasn't going our way. Going into half time 1-0 down was not a great start to these last 5 games, but we carried on attacking. Bangula with the ball in the second half, and it's Machino again. Who else but Shuto Machino? Really good ball in, to be fair, from Bangula, and a really good header from Machino to get his 21st of the season and give us that equaliser and a 1-1 scoreline at this point. And then just a couple minutes later, our confidence picked up. Teremoffi cuts inside, plays in Starger, and Starger with a really good finish on that weaker left foot of his to give us the lead for the first time in this game. And it is the captain for the day, Jens Starger, who gets his second goal of the season and gives us our second goal of this game. So all it was now was obviously holding on to this lead. If we get some more goals, brilliant. There was an opportunity for Musa, but not a great header, to be fair, easily picked up by Darman in the Augsburg goal. And then it was a chance for a change, and it was a chance of a new youngster, Christopher Urban, to come on for another one of our youngsters, Musa. Teremoffi coming into that attacking or that striker role, and Christopher Urban, the youngster, coming in on that right wing to make his debut in senior football and hopefully have a good impression. But Augsburg really started to pick up at this point. Obviously they're looking for the equaliser, and they did eventually get it in added time of the second half. Radek Vitek, I don't know what he was doing, he was caught in absolute no man's land, and Augsburg did manage to get the equaliser and bring the scores to 2-2. So just a point to take from this game, but a point is better than 0 points, but we definitely need to improve in the future games. So that is going to be the last action of this episode. As always, please subscribe to the channel if you are following the journey. Please hit that like button if you made it this far and you do enjoy videos. Please comment down below any suggestions. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.